Max lived for the thrill of the blind buy. At a rain-soaked auction in a decaying industrial district, he bought Unit 404 for a pittance. The air inside the unit felt heavy, smelling of ozone and old blood. In the center stood a 1950s dental chair. Its leather wasn't just old. It felt warm, almost pulsating under his touch. It had extra straps, not for safety, but for absolute restraint. Max found a reel-to-reel tape recorder. The voice on it was distorted. Dr. Aris didn't fix teeth. He fixed souls by removing the filters of the flesh. Max laughed, thinking it was a sick joke from a horror fan. He hauled the chair to his apartment. That evening, the lights flickered. He sat in the chair to rest, and for a second, he felt a sharp prick in his neck, like a needle hidden in the headrest. Sleep brought no rest. He dreamt of thousands of eyes staring at him from under his own skin. He woke up screaming, but his voice sounded like wet gravel grinding together. In the bathroom mirror, he saw his gums turning black. One by one, his teeth began to crumble, not into dust, but into sharp, metallic shards that sliced his tongue. Max obsessed over the chair. He found old archives. Dr. Aris was a war criminal who believed humans could see the fourth dimension if their nervous systems were exposed to constant, extreme agony. The walls of the apartment began to breathe. Max saw the flayed man standing in the hallway, a creature of gears and raw muscle. It wasn't a ghost. It was a blueprint of what Max was becoming. One evening, Max couldn't get up. The chair's leather grew over his arms, merging with his skin. The straps tightened automatically, snapping his radius and ulna bones with a sickening pop. A tray of rusted tools slid out from under the chair. A mechanical arm, guided by the creature's shadow, picked up a serrated blade. "The eyelids," the voice whispered, "are the curtains of ignorance." The blade began to work. It wasn't fast. It was surgical. It peeled back the skin of his face, exposing the wet, vibrating nerves to the cold air. Max's screams were silenced by a metal tube forced down his throat. Without skin, every vibration in the room felt like an electric shock. He could hear the blood rushing in the walls. He could see colors that didn't exist. Bruised purples and screaming yellows. The mechanical arm returned with a needle and thick, oily wire. It began to stitch patterns into his exposed muscles. It wasn't torture anymore. It was embroidery. Max's eyes were the last to go. Not removed, but altered. The creature leaned in, breathing cold rot into his face. "Now, look at the world as it truly is. A feast of suffering." When the police arrived, they found no Max. Just a mass of living tissue woven into the chair. His nervous system had expanded, filling the entire room like a spider web. And when they touched the wall, the room screamed.